Tonight, you are not simply falling asleep. You are stepping into a sacred chamber where your mind will be shaped, your beliefs rewritten, and your future set into silent construction. What you allow into your mind before slumber determines what awakens in your life. This is not casual noise. It is a builder of destinies. As you close your eyes, I will speak directly to the hidden architect within you, your subconscious mind. And what I speak, if you permit it, will take root. As you sleep, these words will go to work. They will plant wealth. They will plant belief. They will plant definiteness of purpose and the bold courage to act. What do you desire? A home free from debt, a fortune that multiplies in silence, the freedom to wake when you choose, not when an alarm demands. Do you dream of commanding your own time, owning your enterprise, being the source of security for those you love? Then listen, not as one who wishes, but as one who decides. The law is simple. What you think of most with faith becomes your reality. What you hear most with emotion becomes your nature. Tonight I offer you not advice, but a system of reconditioning. Repetition is the tool. Faith is the fire. And the subconscious mind is the field where your fortune is sown. You must listen regularly. This message is to be repeated night after night until you no longer recognize the old version of yourself. Do not question the soil. Do not pluck the seed to see if it grows. Let it work. Trust the law. Speak the affirmations with feeling. And above all, believe that you are worthy of the wealth you seek. The subconscious mind never closes its doors. While your eyes shut and your body rests, your deeper self remains alert, obedient, absorbing. It is listening to the last thoughts you feed it. It shapes them, multiplies them, gives them direction, and it does not discriminate. It will act on whatever is planted, truth or lie, riches or ruin. If you retire each night in worry, fear, and complaint, you are feeding poison into the workshop of your destiny. You are commanding the very force that builds your future to construct failure. But if you fall asleep with courage in your chest, faith in your belly, and purpose in your voice, you will command the subconscious to build in your favor. This is the sacred science of autosuggestion. You suggest what to think. You suggest what to feel, and the subconscious receives it, works upon it, and delivers it back as circumstance, condition, and opportunity. There is no magic here, only natural law. The same law that builds muscle through repeated motion builds fortune through repeated thought. A drifting mind is a doomed mind. A man without purpose is a ship without a rudder, tossed about by wind, ruled by current, prey to every storm. But the man who knows what he wants and claims it boldly, he is magnetic. His thoughts are concentrated. His steps are directed. His presence commands, and success moves toward him without hesitation. Definiteness of purpose is not a luxury. It is the foundation of all achievement. When your mind has no chief aim, it becomes the target of fear, of criticism, of suggestion by the mediocre. But the definite man becomes immune. He thinks, he acts, he commands, he decides, he expects, he achieves, and the world follows him. Now I ask you, what do you want? Say it, write it, declare it. Let no vague wish remain in your mind. Name it, claim it, state it aloud, feel it, demand it, repeat it until it is fixed in your identity. Every night as you drift to sleep, you must see your aim. Picture it, hear the sounds it brings, touch the walls of your vision, taste the reward in advance. This is not delusion, it is construction. Do as Barnes once did. He had nothing but desire and definiteness. He declared that he would become Edison's partner, not hoped, not wished, but declared. And eventually the world aligned with his conviction because he would accept no alternative. Say it until your subconscious accepts it as command. Say it until doubt dies and belief becomes your new atmosphere. You must understand, every repetition carves a groove in your inner mind. Every spoken affirmation is a chisel, and with each night you shape a deeper channel for wealth to flow. Faith is not something you wait for. It is not a gift from the sky. Faith is built, brick by brick, act by act, thought by thought, until you stand inside something so strong that even your doubts must bow before it. The mind doesn't believe what is true. It believes what is repeated. That is why so many men believe in failure, because they have rehearsed it. You cannot rehearse weakness and expect strength to show up. Faith, like muscle, is earned through resistance. And every time you follow through, especially when it is hard, you earn more of it. You are not merely hearing words tonight. You are training an army, your inner army of belief, vision, and courage. Thomas Edison did not doubt after the 10,000th failed attempt, because he had already decided the outcome was inevitable. When asked why he never failed, he said he only found ways that would not work. That is not simply perseverance. That is a man who assumed the light belonged to him. He did not ask if it would happen. He asked only what else he could try. The weak wait for proof. The powerful act as though the proof already exists. There comes a moment in every man's life when he must make a decision so final, so absolute, that no path remains to retreat. That moment is not about emotion, it is about commitment. Burning the bridge means this: you remove all exits, all fallback plans, all quiet excuses. The old man is gone. You cannot build a new life while clinging to your old one. Charles Schwab did not rise to lead Carnegie Steel by playing it safe. He was not the most educated man in the room. He was the most decided. He carried himself like a leader before the world confirmed it. And in doing so, he closed every door to mediocrity. Carnegie demanded this of his men. He did not want those who were interested in success. He wanted men with one obsession, men who burned the bridge to every other pursuit. A divided mind is a defeated mind. No man rises alone. Acceleration is born in alignment. You become like the minds you consistently surround yourself with. The mastermind is not merely a group. It is a mental alliance, a convergence of focused minds moving with shared intention to elevate, not distract, to build, not entertain. Carnegie attributed his fortune not to luck or capital, but to the power of aligned minds united in purpose. When two minds connect with faith and shared aim, a third and greater mind is born. One of power, neither could summon alone. Be clear, not everyone qualifies. A single weak mind in your circle can dilute the fire you are building. If a man does not feed your vision, he bleeds it. If he cannot see the future you are building, he has no place in its foundation. Guard your energy as you would guard the foundation of your empire. Before the action, before the money, before the momentum, there must be belief. You must believe long before the world grants you permission, long before the evidence, long before the applause. Fear says, I will wait until I see proof. Faith says, I will move and then make the proof appear. Your subconscious does not respond to what is true. It responds to what is repeated, what is felt, what is believed. If you repeat fear, your life becomes a pattern of protection. If you repeat belief, your life becomes a pattern of creation. That is why you do not merely hear these words, you speak them, you feel them, you emotionalize them until they become your identity. Each night, listen again. Each night, strengthen the pattern. Repetition builds faith, and faith builds reality. Soon others will notice the change, the calm in your eyes, the certainty in your tone, the quiet assurance that success is inevitable. When they ask what changed, smile. You owe no explanation. The moment you explain your faith to the faithless, you begin to doubt it yourself. Let them see your fruits, not your roots. A tree does not announce its growth. It simply appears in strength when the season turns. That is how prosperity comes, quietly, steadily, inevitably. Now understand this final truth. Your outer world is nothing but the mirror of your inner repetition. The poor man is poor in thinking long before he is poor in circumstance. And the wealthy man is rich in thought before he ever touches gold. You were not born to be poor. No man is issued into life with poverty stamped on his soul, but what was learned can be unlearned. The limitation you have known was installed through repetition, and what was installed through repetition can be overwritten the same way. Your habits are not private, they are spiritual contracts with the future. Every pattern you carry echoes into your bloodline. If you drift, your children will learn to drift. If you rise with purpose, they will inherit permission to do the same. You are not building only your life. You are writing the template for those who will carry your name after your breath is gone. Begin tonight with this. Before you sleep, speak your definite chief aim aloud. Write it with your own hand. Feel it as already yours. Surrender the question of how. Your only work tonight is to believe. And as you drift, let these words settle deep into your inner world like seeds dropped into waiting soil. I am the master of my thoughts. I create wealth through belief and action. Infinite intelligence guides my steps and supplies my needs. I am building a wealthy identity, every day, every night, without fail. Speak them. Feel them. Let them echo until they no longer sound like hope, but like memory of a future already won. Now close your eyes. Let go of every worry, every plan, every calculation of how. The subconscious never sleeps. The law never fails. And tonight, as you rest, something greater than you is working on your behalf, guided by your faith, your repetition, and your decision to never return to the old way again. Sleep in faith. Rise in prosperity. Speak to no one of what is forming, and watch how quietly the miracle begins to take shape.